Hello and welcome to yet another Fallout 3 video. Today we're talking all about those fun but evasive collectibles, the Bobbleheads. There are 20 to be found all across the capital wasteland, one for each special attribute and one for each of the 13 skills in the game. For the special Bobbleheads, they will boost whichever attribute it is by 1 point, and for the skill it will boost this skill by an extra 10 points. And this is permanent across all Bobbleheads. If you combine this with the comprehension perk, which adds an extra point for every skill book you read, then you can literally max out all skills to 100 and get almost every special attribute to 10. Anyway, what I'm going to do is list all 20 Bobbleheads in alphabetical order, showing their locations on the map and where exactly they are. This video may end up being longer than most other ones I do, so check the timestamps for any that are evading you. So let's dive in. This one is not hard to get to, just really out of the way. Evergreen Mills is also home to one of the 5 behemoths in the game and is the main base of operations for raiders. No idea how they caught that behemoth. Anyway, once inside the mill you need to go to the bazaar and then just follow the route I'm taking and you'll find it on a shelf in the far back of what looks like the trader area of the mill. Make sure to take care of the raiders first, otherwise you won't be able to reap your reward. Vault 108 is probably the most infamous location in all of Fallout 3 due to being both creepy and funny at the same time. This is the Gary Vault. If you know, you know. Gary. Anyway, after dispatching all the Garys, you'll need to head to the cloning lab. If you explore the vault, you'll quickly see that it's a maze, but if you stick to my path, you'll find the Bobblehead waiting for you on the table in a medical section of the cloning lab. This is one of the harder ones to reach, as to get this you need to almost finish the main quest of the game. When you try to leave Vault 87, you'll be captured by the Enclave, but only temporarily. Once you are released and have to escape Raven Rock, you'll need to find Colonel Autumn's quarters. His quarters can be found on level 2, but just follow the path I'm taking and it's the quickest way to get there. The energy weapons bobblehead is on the table. Please note that unlike any other location in Fallout 3, you cannot get back inside Raven Rock. So if you somehow manage to get outside the base and haven't picked up the bobblehead, you will need to either load a previous save, or if you're watching this after you've done the main quest, you'll need to start a new save, unfortunately. The intelligence bobblehead is both easy to get and also easy to miss. You will go to the science lab of Rivet City during the main quest a couple of times if you do things as the game tells you. And right on the table behind all the bickering scientists in the lab is the bobblehead. Easy to miss if you only pay attention to the NPCs wandering about. The Look bobblehead is not an easy one to reach if you don't already know where you're going, because you can only get to Arlington Cemetery one way, through the flooded metro near Wilhelm's Wharf. Just head through there, fight the raiders on the other side, and then you're looking for Arlington House. The house itself is not a map location, but you cannot miss it. You'll find the bobblehead waiting for you down in the basement. This is one that you might miss on an initial playthrough, as you can get this before you leave Vault 101. Right before you take the goat, and after you finish speaking to dear old daddy, you'll find the medicine bobblehead on his desk. But don't worry if you don't pick it up when you first leave. You can get it again when you activate the quest Trouble on the Home Front. For more details, check out my top 5 quests in Fallout 3 Part 2 video, link in the description below. Another one that is not easy to get to, since the building is not only creepy but also a maze, and also hard depending on your level. The building is full of nothing but ghouls, but there might be the odd feral ghoul reaver depending on if you have the Broken Steel DLC installed. The Dunwich building is probably the most interesting location in all of Fallout 3, but let's stay focused for now. To get the melee weapons bobblehead, you need to go through the entrance and find the door that leads to the forsaken Dunwich ruins. From there you need to move through the next level to the virulent underchambers. Drop a few levels down and you'll end up in what appear to be maintenance tunnels. Moving as the crow flies, you will eventually come across the bobblehead stood on the floor near your exit out of the place.
Let's get class started. But I already know everything about things. A waste
To get the repair bobblehead, you'll need to get into Evan King's house. You can either pickpocket the key from him, kill him and take it, or pick the lock, providing you have a lockpick skill of 50. Once inside, it's on the table to your left. Relatively easy one, this one. You just need to get through the main entrance to the vault, located northwest of Vault 101, and then head to the living quarters. Once you've fought off the insane survivors, follow the route I take and it'll be there on a shelf for you. The small guns bobblehead is a difficult one to reach, as you need to get into an area of the armory that is locked, as well as fight off a lot of robot enemies. The door says very hard, but it cannot be picked no matter how high your lockpick skill is. You need to activate a switch to open the door, and to do this you need to go through the maze of an entrance to find the door to the depot training wing. Once through there, you need to fight your way through the wing and the armory until you reach the door to the depot offices. Once you reach a central set of stairs leading up, you're on the right track. You will loop back to the entrance, but on a platform you could not reach before. On the wall you'll find the switch you need. Hit that and it will open the door below. Head down, fight through the sentry bot, and it will take you to a basement with a lot of weapons for you to loot. The small guns bobblehead will be on one of the shelves. The sneak bobblehead can be found in the secondary tunnel section of the Yao Guai tunnels, stood atop a box. Just be sure to clear the area first. Another one that is a pain to get to. Paradise Falls is home to the slavers, and you can't just walk through the door. You have two options when it comes to getting the speech bobblehead. You can either accept the quest, Strictly Business, where you have to collect 4 people to become slaves. You only need to return 1 to gain access to Paradise. Or you can just blast your way through if you want to do the noble thing and free all the slaves already within. Either way, you'll find a speech bobblehead in Eulogy Jones's pad on top of his safe. As with Evan King's house, you can either try and pickpocket the key from Lucas Sims, which is not easy since he is always moving and there are people around, or you can pick the lock and break in, but you will need a minimum lockpick skill of 50 to get inside. You could also kill him and take his sweet outfit, but everyone in Megaton will attack you. His house is located right near the entrance, just to your right whenever you go through the door or fast travel in. Anyway, once inside his house, you'll find a Bobblehead inside Lucas's bedroom. This is probably the hardest one in the game to find because this is the only one not located at a location that will appear on your map. Rockopolis is supposed to be a safe haven from slavers, and you may even recognise the name if you listen to Galaxy News Radio, as occasionally the station will play the adventures of Herbert, Daring Dashwood and his trusty ghoul manservant Argyle. I love this game. What you're looking for is what looks like party ribbons strung across 2 dead trees near some rocks. Getting to Rockopolis is not that difficult. If you've already done the main quest Scientific Pursuits and have found your dad at Vault 112, then you've located Smith Casey's garage. All you need to do is head due west and you'll find the trees soon enough. In the middle of the trees is a fake rock, which also happens to be a door, and this leads to Rockopolis. Inside you'll find the corpse of our dearly departed Argyle and also the unarmed Bobblehead nearby. If you want to make a little extra, you can find Herbert at Tenpenny Tower, tell him about Argyle and he'll give you a reward. And there we are, all 20 Bobbleheads in Fallout 3. That didn't take as long as I thought it would, to be honest. Be sure to check out my other Fallout 3 tip video I've already done with more on the way. I've been Craig, this is Amalgamingle, and thanks for watching.